Good morning. So today, talking about belief, and I'm going to talk about family, your family. And it's really like painting that picture. What do you want for your family? I can only talk about my own personal experience. And I've just always wanted a family, a home that people felt comfortable in. They felt like they could come home to it and feel accepted, feel like they could just be them, and it's okay to just be them, period. They didn't have to be like somebody else. They didn't have to be phony. They didn't have to pretend. I wanted realness, rawness, and just a welcoming home. I've always wanted that. So what's the opposite of that? The opposite of that is divorce and division of any kind. And I say division of any kind because it's the little things that make families fight, that make families argue. It's the growing up and being told that, well, you should be like your brother, you should be like more like your sister, or whatever that is. Those are little comments that divide us. And I say that because this is what will challenge or test your belief. And can you have the opposite of that? If you grew up in that kind of environment, if you grew up around divorce, can you have something different? And that's why I want to draw attention to it, because yes, absolutely you can, especially if you believe that you can. And I want to draw attention to it because nobody does. Because if these things don't get talked about, then nobody talks about them, and everything just continues to go along the path of status quo. I'm guilty of all of this. I've experienced divorce. Why? Because I didn't get told that there was anything different, and the only thing I knew was divorce because I came from a divorced home. So that's what I knew. So I took what I knew and I moved forward in my own life. Even though I didn't want that for my life, I didn't know how to have it differently. But I will say, number one, it will start with that belief. Because it's even though I didn't want it, I had to believe that I could have the opposite of that. I had to believe that I would have the home that I described. The home that there's just love and relationship and respect and trust and honor in the whole home. You can just feel it. It's just a home that is just accepting. I don't even know how else to describe it other than just feeling like it's okay to be here. I can be here with all my mess. I can be here with all my faults. I can be here with all my everything. And I'm accepted. My family accepts me. When I screw up royally, my family still accepts me. They don't try to create that division to make me feel bad about the mistakes that I made. No, we talk about it because it's a safe place to talk about it. That to me is that family, but it's believing that you can have that family. And again, I know that you can, and I believe that people can, because as your belief increases, so does your thinking, because your desire increases. And that's why I want to talk about it. That's why I'm just creating awareness in it. I believe just through these simple e-motivators, really listening to it and letting it soak in, it will start to stir things in you that will get you thinking about your belief and get you thinking about, I never thought of it that way. And you'll start thinking of it that way. And that in itself creates a desire in you and a hunger in you to want to learn even more. How is it possible? What do you need to do? Questions like that. What does that look like? Even with that, I want to encourage you today, even if you have to listen to this message again, you just write down, think about what does the family unit that you want to see, what does that look like? And describe it. Like just kind of close your eyes for 20 seconds and just like, what would that look like if you had that family that you want? And I'm not sitting here saying the perfect family. I am saying the real family that you really want. What would that look like? What would it look like? What would it sound like? Write it down. And I know for me, it was the farthest thing from what I had. But I didn't lose my belief in it. I just continued to move forward to it. Take those few moments today and get a vision for yourself of what you want your family to look like. And even if it's good right now, I think for all of us, there's always room for improvement, because our families affect all the families around us. And that is truly what makes this world a better place.